Hello students of class 3. So we are here to discuss more about some more drawing tools. We have discussed up to flipping and rotation. We have discussed many commands, undo and redo command, cut, copy, paste command. Now we are going to discuss about first thing is that flipping. So flipping, how we can to flip or rotate. So this is select on the object to be rotated. I have drawn one triangle and one side it is given, one left line I have drawn. So if I will be flipping it horizontal, means it will be rotating and it will be coming like this on the right side. Vertical means what is happening here? Vertical means it will be rotated, means it will be going down. You are able to see that this is vertical rotation. And here, if I will be rotating 90 degree, means this entire thing will be rotating like this. So this is a 90 degree rotation. And here, if I will be rotating by 90 degree left side, so this entire thing has to be rotated like this. So this is left 90 degree rotation. So this is left 90 degree rotation, this is horizontal rotation, this is vertical rotation. Vertical means this part will become down part now. So this is vertical. Horizontal means this will be going this side. This is horizontal rotation. Right side 90 degree means this part will be going right side. You have to turn like this, right. So this is going up and this is right side 90 degree rotation. This is left side 90 degree rotation. This I can't say that this is exact because I have just drawn with the help of myself only, but if will be drawing with respect to trying in with respect to computer, then the values or the orientation will be exact. This is not exactly the 90 degree rotation because I have drawn, but this is on paper. But when you will be doing on computer, then you can apply it exactly 90 degree rotation. So resize. Now I will be discussing about resize. Resize means if you want to draw the figure, means if this is the figure or the object, if you want to decrease its size, so you will be decreasing it with the help of resize menu. So how you will be or if you want to increase the size, so you will be doing resize option. You will be selecting resize option and it will be getting the size as per the desired. So select the object. I have selected this object. For steps is first select the object, then click on resize command from image group. I am selecting resize command from image group. Then you will be getting the resize option, and from resize option you can select if you want to decrease the size, then you can get this figure like this, or if you want to increase the size, then you can get the figure like this. Now I will be discussing about fill in color. Fill in colors are basically of two kinds. One is foreground, another is background. Background means this is foreground color, black color which is coming, and the background color is white color. I can give example from here also, that this board where I have written the colors, this I have written with which color text? Black color, and the background is of white color. So this is black color is foreground and white color is background. So similarly we can apply in paint also, that paint foreground and background colors. So select color 1 in the color group, foreground color, that is known as foreground color. And if you will be selecting color 2 in the color group, that will be background color. I have told that if you will be selecting color 1 in the color group, that will be foreground color, and if you will be selecting color 2 in the color group, that will be background color. And now you will be clicking on fill with color. Fill it with color. Now first part is that left click on the object to fill with foreground color. If you are clicking with left click, then you will be getting foreground color on the object. Here I have represented one thing, that blue color is foreground color and white color where it is left is background color. So right click on the object to fill with background color. Suppose I have selected white color, so it is getting left with white color where the spaces are there. So right click on to get background color and left click on to get foreground color. We will be doing this in practical part also, but I am explaining this part. So now next part is inserting text. Inserting text means if you want to click on text tools, first thing is that you will be clicking on text tools, and the other thing we can use is that click on the drawing area where you want to insert text. If I'll be selecting here, suppose this is my drawing, a rectangle I have drawn. If I want to insert some text, so I can insert here, that click on the text tool, click on the drawing, I am clicked here, then I can add some, it will be box will be coming like this, and you can add something text. Suppose I am adding text only, so this is added in this area. So text tab clipboard will be appearing. So you'll be seeing that text tab clipboard. So you are seeing that what are the options you will be getting: cut, copy, and paste. So 3 options we are getting. Text tab, 3 options: cut, copy, and paste. As I have explained earlier about the use of cut, copy, and paste. Cut means you'll want to remove from there and you want to paste. Either you can use cut and paste, or you can use copy and paste together. So cut means you will be removing from one area and you will be pasting on other area. Copy means it will be remaining in that area also, and it will be remaining in the new area also. But you have to apply copy and paste means it is duplication, and cut is it is just removal of from one area to the other area. Font, another type you will be getting in the text tab is that font. Font is basically, we can say, it is of type size and style. Size means you can increase the size. Suppose it is appearing very small, so we can increase the size, we can make it big with the help of size. Suppose you want to write in some other style, attractive looking style, so you can also change the style of the font from the, these all are appearing in the text tab. So first thing I have told about clipboard. So other thing which is appearing is font. Font is basically size and style. And the other thing is that color group, selecting different colors. We can select different colors. If you want to, suppose here the text I have written with black color. If you want to write it with red color, so it can be written with the help of color group, selecting different colors. You can select different kinds of colors and you can arrange the colors, or you can arrange the text, or you can make it look more attractive. Now we'll be discussing about opening a file. First thing about saving a file. How to save a file? I have made one file, now I want to save it. So you will be going as to the menu, MS Paint menu, and you will be finding save as option. You have to first use save as option. Save as option means you will be getting various kinds of option will be generated there. So what are the options you are getting from here? Means one you will be getting is JPEG, or you will be getting one another kind of BMP bitmap, and PNG portable network graphic, that also you can get from there. So save as option means which format you want to save. Format is basically the title. We can say the title. Every person has different titles, so every person is unique from other person. So that way the title of the means the format of the paint is also .jpeg, .png, .bmp, .gif. These are different from each other. So you can select any of the format, save as. Then you have to name the file. By what name you want to name it. Next is location, where you want to save it. C drive, D drive, E drive, or where you want to save it. And then double click on the, if you have selected the drive, C drive, then if you want to save in the folder images, then you will be double clicking on the folder images which is available in C drive, and then you have to click on save option. So the file will be saved in C drive in images folder, and the name of the file you can give, and you can format. Save as means you can give the format, in which format you want to save. Next thing is opening a file. Opening a file means if you want to create one new file, fresh file, so you will be going in the MS Paint menu and you will be clicking on new, MS Paint menu, and you will be clicking on new button. and opening an existing file. Other thing is that you have already created that file and you want to see it. Then you'll be going in the MS Paint menu and click on open button. And then the third thing is select that file, which file you want to open. So you select that file and then you click on OK button. Then that file will be opened. Now the next part is print. Print means if you want to take printout of the picture which you have drawn in Paint. So you will be going in the MS Paint menu, then you will be scrolling down and you will be finding that print option is there. Then you will be clicking on print option, then print setup dialog box will be appearing. And in the print setup dialog box you will be finding paper size, which kind of paper you want to use, A4 size or any kind of paper, or the source from where you want to, and the margin means from where the text are written or where the printing you want. So that is with respect to margin. And the other thing is that portrait means which view, orientation, how you want to print. These are the two ways which we can landscape or portrait mode. So two ways are there. We can discuss that landscape and portrait mode. Portrait mode means it is like this, means vertical orientation, and landscape mode is when it is breadth-wise. That is known as that is known as landscape mode. And portrait mode is when vertical orientation, vertical printing will be there. That is known as landscape. And portrait is horizontal rotation, means printing will be breadth-wise. So this is we can see. And now we'll be discussing about print dialog box. Print dialog box means you are finding these are the things. First thing is print option, print page ranges. Page ranges means you can select the pages if you want to print all the pages. So you will be selecting all the pages, or if you want to print only the specific pages, so you can select from that select page to specify the page number to be printed. And the number of pages to be copied means if you have selected one drawing and if you want that 5 copies should be there. Suppose in examination what happens, one drawing is made and that is copied. How many times, how many students are there in the class? So that is with respect to one drawing, and number of pages to be copied 50. In my class, suppose 50 students are there. So I'll be number of page inserting. In the number of pages, I'll be inserting value is equal to 50, and then click on the print option. So this is the way we can use print dialog box. So many more functions are there. You can try, and this is not written in the book also. Many functions are there, but you can try and you can see, and you will be seeing that different kinds of results are you are getting. So this is the theory part. I will be explaining the practical part. So students, we are proceeding with the practical part. Practical part means as I told that in the previous class we have discussed up to undo and redo, and from today we'll be discussing about rotate, resize. We'll be starting from rotate and resize. What is the meaning of rotate and resize? So suppose if I am drawing one arrow, this arrow if I am drawing, so you can see that this arrow has been drawn, and now from here you are seeing that rotate option is there. Rotate means I can rotate it 90 degree, means the arrow will be appearing in downward direction, you can see. So this is rotated by 90 degree. If I will be rotating it left of 90 degree, means it will be left 90 degree. Rotate left 90 degree means it will be going back to its original position. Is it clear? Once again I am showing that rotate left 90 degree. So it is going back to its up position. If I am showing that rotate vertical, means top part of the arrow, means pointed side will be pointing to in the downward direction. You can see this is rotate vertical. I am making it rotate 180 degree, so it is becoming exact position, original position. Now if I am rotating it by 90 degree, right 90 degree. So it is going this way. And if I'll be flip horizontal, means left side, arrow is pointing towards left side. If I'll be flipping horizontal, means it will be turning to the right side. Now the other thing which I wanted to show is about the resize option. Resize is basically, if I'll be selecting this arrow, and from here I can resize it also. Resize means you want to change the size. So from where we can change the size? From the image group options. See now, resize option we are getting. If I'll be adding some values, suppose if I'm adding 30 and 30 automatically, and if I'll be adding skew, means it will be rotated vertically or horizontally. If I'll be rotating it by 50 degree and this by 60 degree, horizontal by 60 degree, and so you'll be seeing the arrow, it is getting rotated. So we can proceed and you can see that arrow is getting rotated. This is the rotated version of the arrow. So we have discussed how the arrow is getting rotated. So this was the original arrow, we can say that it is getting rotated. And now I can bring, you can make orientation and you can change the size. Resize means how the arrows will be appearing. So you can see that arrows are appearing very small in size. So this is with respect to resize. Resize means you can either increase the size or you want to decrease the size, so that you can directly apply and you can increase or decrease the size. So that is, we can say, with respect to increasing or decreasing the size. You are seeing that arrow size is decreased. If I'll be again selecting, if I am placing here 200, see the size is becoming big. If I will be selecting 300, size is again becoming very big. You are able to see that how big is the size. So this is with respect to resizing option. Now I will be discussing about filling color in drawings. How we can fill color in drawing. So there are two colors that can be selected. One is foreground color and the other is background color. That is color 2. Here you are seeing that color 1 which is selected is foreground color, and here you are able to see that foreground color menu is also displayed. What is the use? Click here. So it is showing that click here and then select a color from the palette. This color is used with the pencil. So we can use foreground color and background color. This is foreground color. Color 1 is foreground color and color 2 is background color. If I am selecting one object, circle. So this I am selecting. Now I am making one more circle. Now I am making one more circle. I can move it and I can decrease or change the size. I am making one more circle. I can move it. Now I am making one more circle. So this has been made. So the foreground color is black color. I can change. See, all the circles color will be changed if I will be selecting this. So I can, if I will be selecting yellow color means you can apply. And now how to apply foreground color and how to apply background color. So two ways are there, means how we can apply. So select color 1 and this gives you a foreground color, or we can say how we can click. or how we can left click on the object to, and it will be filled with foreground color. See, I am selecting foreground color and I am selecting this object. First of all, select this. See, I will be selecting the brush first. Fill with color. This option with this fill it color, and then I am selecting foreground color where I want to fill foreground color. So it is painted with foreground color. Again, if I will be selecting this part, so this will be filled with foreground color. Again, this part if I am selecting, so this part is filled with foreground color. Again, if I am selecting this part, so this part is filled with foreground color. And now if I want to use yellow color, so right click, so it is getting background color. Right click, then it is getting background color. Right click, then it is getting background color. Again we can apply here right click and it is getting background color. Here I have to select, so right click and I am getting background color. Now if I want to place here this white area, I want to place red color, or if I can select other color also, black color or blue color. If I will be selecting here, then it will be filled with blue color. So this is the way we are filling with background color and foreground color. Background color is basically color 2 and foreground color is basically color 1. We can change also. Likewise, you have seen that I have selected first red color and then I have selected blue color. So this is the way we can change the color also of the background color as well as foreground colors. So in this figure, if I wanted to add some text, so I will be selecting on text option. I have selected on text option. Then italic is selected. I will be selecting in original form. I can select in original form and I can write here. I am removing italic. Then it is happening in, so it is in yellow font, that's why it is not showing. Underline is also selected. I can remove underline also. I love to work. So this is the text which I can write. So I can change the color of this text also. I can change the color of this text, or if I want to change, make it bold, I can make it bold also with the help of B. So it will be getting bold color. All the selected text or the things will be getting bold. I can change, apply underlines also. I can apply underline also. Or if I want to write another text, suppose I am selecting another text. Here I want to write, and I want to write with green color. So if I am writing green and I have selected bold option, bold and underline. So you can see from here, hello, it is getting underlined also. So this is the way we can write hello, as well as we are writing, editing the text. Means we can make it bold, or we can make it italic, means slanting way it will be looking. So font will be looking in slanting way. So we can apply any of the changes, means either background changes, foreground changes, color you can also change, background color or foreground colors also you can change, or any type of you want to paste different kinds of fonts also you select, or the size also, size of the text also you can select, or the colors also you can select. Likewise, I have written the text with black color and other with green color. So you can also select the text, also different colors of text, making the object transparent or opaque depending upon your choice, that we have discussed also. So that also we can do. So this is basically we have discussed up to filling or inserting text in a drawing. Now we'll be discussing about how to save a file. See, saving a file is very easy. You will be going in the file menu and you are finding save as option. Save as means you'll be getting different kinds of font format: PNG, JPEG, BMP, GIF, and other formats also you can save. So that's why we have moved to save as option. And if I'll be selecting JPG, so it will be saved in JPG, and where it is saving in one of the desired folder where I want to save. So I'll be naming it as P or my work. I am naming it as, and then click on save option. So it will be saved in that folder. Now the other way is, suppose if I will be writing here text P, I have written one text, I want to write P. Again, if I want to save, so you can directly use shortcut key also, or you can go from file menu and you can save also. That also you can use, or you can use shortcut key also. So shortcut key is CTRL plus S. CTRL plus S means it will be saved. Now how to open a file? Open a file means opening a file. So two kinds of file means, if you want to start or make a new file, so you'll be going to open a file, click on the MS Paint menu, means file menu, and you'll be clicking on new. So new means that file has been removed. So this is opening a new file. And other way is that if you want to open an existing file, means what you have created, so that can also be opened by using open command. Then you'll be going in my work and click on open option. Where it is saved, I have saved in document, banking, and then my work. So that is getting displayed. So this is the file which I have already saved. Now the other option is how to print. So print, we can get various kinds of option. Print means, first of all, we will be going to the MS Paint main menu, means file menu I am going, and then you are seeing print option, print, and then I will be going to, so you are seeing page setup, how to print. So various options are there. Size means which kind of size, paper size is of different size. So A4 size you can select, or B4, envelope size, any size. By A3 size also is there. So by default we are selecting A4 size. We are actually want to print in A4 size. So that is one of the thing we can see. Portrait mode means it will be printed in vertical way. See, this way it is getting printed, means half part is it is left. Landscape means vertical, means we can say that is breadth wise. I can say that will be printed breadth wise. Landscape means it will be printed breadth wise, and portrait means it will be printed length wise. So see, length wise it is getting printed like this. So this is length wise it is getting printed. So you are able to see the, means it is printed. Portrait means it will be printed in vertical direction like this. The things will be printed like this. And landscape means horizontally like this, from this side to this side. So other options are also there. How many pages you want to print one by one, how many copies you want to print, or you can select left margin and right margin also. It is given. I can select right, and top is 12.7. I can make it 3.5 if I am making 3.5. So that will be also seen, and it will be also activated if I will be selecting again, and if I will be going to print option. So you can select the page. So 3.5. So you can see the option that 3.5 from top and bottom. Also you can select 12.5 or 12.7 it is given, or I can make it 50. See, in the middle it is coming. Or from right side, if I'll be making it 25. So you are seeing that change is occurring here. So this is basically, and the pages, how many pages you want to print. So this is how many pages you want to print. So this is totally we have discussed about how the printing is taking place, means which kind of paper you want to use, which kind of printing you want to and how many copies you want to print. So these are the options. You can get how many pages, number of copies. I can select from print option, number of copies. Here it is by default showing 1 page. You can select 5 pages, 10 pages, or the orientation also, in which way you want to print, means it is in landscape mode or portrait mode. Both the mode it can be printed depending upon your choice. So this is basically the end of the chapter. Hope you have understood, and you can try more things. Might be many things you must be knowing, and you can gain more things if you are having computer at your home. So you can enjoy working with these tools, some more drawing tools. That's why the name is given, some more drawing tools. So you can enjoy and you can make the use of this time. So be safe, try to solve this, or try to make these things more entertaining for you all, and be safe and be at home. Okay, be healthy. Thank you. And if you are having any doubt, then you can ask us in our WhatsApp group. Thank you.